Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Mandy and today we're going to be talking about taking a break as a homeschool parent and what to do during that break and a little bit of why you really need that break. If it's your first time at my channel, welcome. Make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button because it really does help me and my channel out. So as a little bit of a backstory so you know what kind of schedule I use, my family and we use a year-round homeschool schedule. So that means that we don't take the traditional 3-week or 3-month break during the summer or kind of like traditional school type of break. We do 6-week chunks. So that means we school for 6 weeks and we take off a week. We school for 6 weeks, we take off another week. And we do that to the end of the year. And when we get to the end, we purchase the new curriculum for the following year and we go right back into it depending on when we finished. We might take, 1 or 2 weeks break depending on when that actually falls because every curriculum is a little bit different for how many weeks that they have. But typically you're going to find a 32 to 36 week type of scheduling. So what we like to do is take off a nice week after we get through 6 weeks of schooling, and it is really just a time of refreshing and time of spending family time together, and it's really a great time for me as a parent and as a homeschool mom to kind of just decompress, chill out, and sleep in. So I cannot stress how important taking that break is just for your mental health, and there is such thing as burnout, and teachers, like actual public school teachers, they go through this as well. There is a public school teacher burnout. We used to say that like there's a 7-year kind of like the 7-year itch. It's kind of the same thing in the education world, that a lot of teachers don't make it past that 7 years because you get the 7-year burnout. I was one of them. I thought I was going to teach forever, and it didn't work that way for me. I really enjoyed teaching. I enjoyed the children. I enjoyed my students. But you do get burnt out, and it's very, very easy to get burnt out in a profession like that when you don't have a whole lot of breaks. And I think even the huge summer break, I don't want to say that it's not enough. I think that it would honestly do better for the teachers and the students to actually do more of like a year-round homeschooling schedule, where they take, that week off. Now, when I say that we have that week off, I also want to make sure that I mention we don't, that does not include holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving. And because we are a prior military family, we do live quite a ways away from most of our family. So they like to come over and visit, and sometimes they'll spend a week or two at our house, which our kids really enjoy and we really enjoy. So the bigger holidays, we do take a longer break. And it always seems to work out really well with us, and the year-round homeschooling schedule is just so flexible. You feel like you can take that time to really spend with your family or go on vacation, and you're not missing a whole lot. Or you can even take your books with you. We've done that before too. All right, so let's get into the 5 things that I do during this break period. Number 1 is most important. The other ones are not in any certain order, but number 1 is the most important, and that is really just resting. And by resting, I mean sleep in, moms. Sleep in. I cannot express to you how much it really just gives my heart joy to sleep in during my off week. And my kids sleep in, I sleep in. There is no schedule. We have no schedule at all during the off week. The kids can wake up when they want. They can make breakfast when they want. They can watch TV. They can, veg out if they want. They can go play all, they can go play all day if they want. They can go play and hide in their room and play Legos all day if they want. It doesn't really matter. This is kind of like their week, unless we have something special planned, like a vacation or something like that. This is their week to kind of just decompress as well as me. So we all spend a lot more time together. We play outside more together, weather depending. We play basketball and football, and we play games inside together. We spend a lot more time together as a family. So it's kind of, you got to separate yourself sometimes from school parent and just being a parent as well. So this is kind of, you know, that separation where you get to really be one-on-one with your kids and kind of do more of those activities. So number 2 is planning. I love planning ahead. I don't know, maybe I have control issues. I probably do, but I love planning. So, you know, during this week, you know, my homeschool binder is all over the house and I am furiously planning everything for the next 6-week chunk. So because I have an illness, and some of you guys have seen my prior videos where I've, you know, talked about my health, I can get sick, you know, just for a day or up to a week to 10 days sometimes. And we do a lot of couch schooling and my kids are very independent. So I schedule out the things that they need to do and I kind of make like emergency plans if I'm sick, how we would need to go about our curriculum if I need to be a little bit more hands off, and to make sure that we still get everything done that is on our schedule. So I do that, and I also I plan out usually a whole 6-week chunk and make sure that we have everything that we need. I put it in pencil in my spiral homeschool planner here. Although this year I have been getting a little bit more brave and using, you guys know I love my Flair pens. I have been a little bit more brave this year. I usually plan in pencil, but I've been using my Flair pens because they're just so pretty. So I plan all kinds of things for the next 6-week chunk. Number 3 is book basket. So you guys know that we use My Father's World as our main curriculum, and book basket is a I want to say not a large part, but a good deal of the curriculum. There is a lot of book basket suggestions, and in the back, the appendix area of the teacher book for My Father's World, they have it broken up week by week, and you can actually go in those weeks and there is a huge list of books, and depending on which curriculum you have, it will actually tell you like the age group that it's good for, which is fantastic. And that's actually one of my favorite things, because I don't want to get a book that might be too young or too advanced. So I can look right in the appendix section and I can get the books that I know are on my child's level, and I can have them ordered and have them here and ready. So like this week, this was one that actually came early. I had to order it on Amazon, but we don't have any books about the French and Indian War. So my oldest, this one is for him, and he will be reading this one during his book basket time. And the book basket, I don't think it's required with My Father's World, but I will say one year we didn't really do the book basket, and this year we have, and I will say it has been so much more enriching to do the book baskets. There is so much more knowledge, and there is really, really great suggestions. I think My Father's World has the best book basket suggestions that I have seen, and that even includes the Charlotte Mason. I actually really, really love the book basket suggestions for My Father's World, probably more than any other curriculum that we have used. So I have those coming, and I have so many books coming. I'll probably do another update on our book basket book so you guys can see all the goodies that I got. So I want to say number 4 is cleaning out the homeschool room. I do every 6 weeks. I try to really do a more deep clean. We clean probably once a week, you know, we tidy it up. But during the 6-week break, or the 1 week after the 6-week break, I do more of a deep clean. So, you know, I'm really cleaning things out. I'm making sure our folders are cleaned out, that all the files and papers are put away. I've been really bad about that this year as far as getting their papers, like their tests and things, put back into a huge a binder that we use as like our record keeping. I have them like all put in a file on our hanging file folder that is on the wall. I've been really good about putting those papers there, and it has been such a great thing because it keeps the papers from piling up on the desks or in my personal books. So I like having it there on the wall, but I have been really bad about remembering to take it from that file folder on the wall and actually put it in my notebook. So I will, I'm probably going to do that this weekend because I've been procrastinating and I need to get on that. So the last thing that I have, number 5, is pre-cooking meals. I like to cook ahead, especially because I do have an illness, and if I get sick, having that pre-cooked meal is a lifesaver sometimes, and it saves the boys from having to like order pizza. And you know, I mean, when you have 2 teenage boys and a husband, pizza can get really expensive. Like it can. It really can. So I like having meals that are ready to go and cooked, but I also like having breakfasts and things like that cooked and ready to go in my freezer that we can just swap out every single weekend and thaw. So I make pancakes, and I make waffles, and I make breakfast sandwiches, and like egg casseroles and all kinds of things, and I put it in our deep freezer out in the garage, and then every weekend I can just pull some out, put it in the fridge, and it's ready to go. So those are the 5 things that I do during my off week or my break week. If you guys have the same kind of schedule as us, let me know what you do during your break week. Maybe there's something that I can do that you guys are doing that I haven't thought of. So I would love to know what you guys do during your off week and how you spend that time. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy homeschool, and I will see you in the next video.